guys, so I'm back again today with another theatre trip vlog. Today I'm going to see the Book of Mormon at the Prince of Wales Theatre. I know all the songs from the musical, but I don't know the plot, so I'm very excited about that. There are very few musicals that I don't know what actually happens in them, so that's really exciting for me. So yeah, I'll just vlog the day and I'll do a review after, so stay tuned for what's looking to be a really good day. I finally arrived in London and I'm just walking to the theatre. It's really close, it's about a 2-minute walk. The weather's really not great. It was snowing on my way here. I really should get an umbrella, but I bought two last week and they both broke, so I'm really reluctant to get one. So hopefully the weather will clear up. And yes, I'm just gonna go into the theatre now. So it's the interval, so I thought I would just step out, get some fresh air and give my immediate thoughts. So I'm really conflicted. I'm really enjoying it, don't get me wrong, it's an amazing musical, really well done, and I love all the songs, but it's just so inappropriate. It's so politically incorrect. It's like, it's one of those bits where you're laughing, but you're like, should I really be laughing at this? But yeah, it's really good. I wonder what the second half will be like, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll do like a after the show thing and I'll do a proper review later. So I've just left the theatre. Immediate impressions, that was one of the weirdest musicals I've ever seen. It was really good and I'm glad I went, because honestly, if you tried to describe the musical to me, I wouldn't believe you, I wouldn't get it. So I'm definitely glad I saw it for myself. It's one of those things you need to see with your own eyes. I just can't. I will describe it later properly when I've had some time to think about it and process the madness of the musical. So, the Book of Mormon. So the Book of Mormon is a musical about these two Mormon missionaries, and they go to Uganda to preach about the Mormon religion and to share their love of Christ. Not your conventional topic for a musical, definitely haven't seen anything like it before, and it's essentially a religious satire, and it's about essentially poking fun at the Church of the Latter-day Saints and the religion behind that. And I love satire. I've seen lots of satirical stuff before, but I felt as though at times the line between satirical and downright offensive was sometimes blurred. For example, the song The Spooky Mormon Hell Dream for me was a step too far. Don't get me wrong, I love satire, but yeah, I just, at times I felt as though the humour was a little bit cheap and not very witty. Whereas in songs like Hasadiga Ibowai and Turn It Off, I thought those were so funny. I was practically crying with laughter in those songs. And I think being able to joke about serious issues effectively is really difficult, and the Book of Mormon was a bit hit and miss with that. Sometimes it was just hysterical and sometimes you're a bit like, ooh, or maybe that was just me. So the musical was written by Trey Parker, Robert Lopez and Matt Stone, and they also created the animated TV series South Park. And if you've seen episodes of South Park, you can expect the same sort of humour, So if you like something like South Park, you'll probably like the Book of Mormon. You can expect the same sort of borderline offensive humour. And Robert Lopez was also the co-composer and co-lyricist of Avenue Q. And whilst watching it, I definitely got very Avenue Q vibes from it. But personally, I feel Avenue Q probably did a better job at creating a satirical musical that's more accessible to the masses. And I think the key difference between the Book of Mormon and Avenue Q, which I absolutely adore, it's a really great musical, is that Avenue Q is sort of poking fun at the masses. It's poking fun at things that probably would have been affected most people. So songs like Schadenfreude or Everyone's a Little Bit Racist, or even If You Were Gay, those songs are satirical, but I don't think anyone could find them particularly offensive because it's something that's universal, whereas the Book of Mormon is focusing on a particular group of people. So yeah, I would actually be really interested to find out how actual Mormons feel about it. I don't know. I don't know what they'll think about it. But what I found particularly interesting was that the Book of not the Book of Mormon, the Church of the Latter-day Saints, the church that are behind Mormonism, is that a word? If you're a Mormon, is that a thing? Mormonism? Yeah, they've actually purchased slots in the playbill, and they have little ads. I'll just show you that quick. So this is the program, and in it you have these ads that say, may we suggest you a souvenir, and then you've got a picture of the Book of Mormon, the actual the text behind Mormonism. I'm just going to use the word Mormonism, I don't know if it's right. And then it says, the musical is entertaining, the book, it's life-changing, get a free copy at thebookofmormon.org. So I wonder what the church actually thinks. Perhaps they've actually been able to capitalise on the success of the musical, but I don't know. So moving on to the show that I actually saw, right from the overture you're absolutely engaged. I don't really like it when musicals just stumble on and you don't really realise it started. The beginning's a bit disjointed, and the Book of Mormon was nothing like it. Just right from the start, you're enthralled. It's amazing. I love it when musicals do that. And the show opens with the song Hello, and it's a really famous song. I've heard it time and time again. It's a song that I play on my radio show all the time. I tend to start the show with Hello, the song. And yeah, the Tony performance of it is incredible. And I think sometimes when you've listened to a song so many times, when you finally listen to it on stage and watch it performed for you, you can be a bit disappointed. Like, for example, when I saw Funny Girl last year, I absolutely loved the song Don't Rain on Your Parade. And when Sheridan Smith sang it, it was good, but it was a bit lackluster for me because I've heard so many better performances of it. But the Book of Mormon didn't do that. Like, I was watching it and I was laughing, it was great, and yeah, the performers were amazing in that particular song. Yeah, the cast was just generally incredible. It was a really close-knit cast, so the cast wasn't that big, probably maybe about 20 people. So I just made that up, I don't know if it's 20 people. So basically it wasn't a very large cast, so there was a lot of multi-rolling, and with multi-rolling that's very challenging because I don't really like it. Sometimes it can look a bit sloppy, but in the Book of Mormon, that was done really efficiently. You wouldn't really realise that people are doubling up on parts. And yeah, there were a few standout characters, like Elder Cunningham was absolutely amazing, and Nabulungi, I hope I'm saying her character's name right, she was amazing. When she sang Salt Lake City, I actually felt shivers running down my spine. It was amazing. And then she also sang a reprise of Hasadiga Ibowai, and that was also amazing. When she hit that top note, I was like, whoa, gal sang, yes. And I would love to see her in something else. Let me actually show you the cast that I saw. So I was really lucky and I got to see all the main characters playing their parts, so there were no understudies in my performance. So Elder Price was pretty good. I don't think he was amazing. Yeah, but Elder Cunningham was incredible. That was by Cody Jameson Strand, and he was the perfect fit for the role. I don't think I could imagine him playing any other role, which just shows because he's played the role for 4 years, so maybe it's a bit of a typecast sort of situation. And Nabulungi, she was amazing. Her vocals were incredible. I would really, really love to see her in another role. And another highlight was Elder McKinley when he sang Turn It Off. It was just lovely. And yeah, so these are just the cast. So yeah, I had all the main cast. Maybe the cast was bigger than I thought. But oh yeah, so that's just the cast. So yeah, they were all really good, really talented, really funny. So let me just show you a little bit of the set and costume. So there's nothing really much to say about the set or costume. It did the job. It fit the description of what it was about, but it wasn't particularly breathtaking like some of the other performances I've seen. But I don't think it really needed to be that. It wasn't necessary. For something like Aladdin, the costume was really important. And this is the souvenir brochure. And yeah, so there's a particular page that I wanted to show. So yeah, this was the set design. And it was effective, but it didn't really do that much for me. But I didn't feel as though it needed to do anything. I didn't really like this scene. This is the song I said that I really didn't like, and I think I've earmarked the page. It shows it in more detail. So yeah, I didn't really like this scene. I thought this was the scene that went too far. The spooky Mormon hell dream. Didn't like it. But yeah. So overall, the Book of Mormon was a very good show. It was hilarious. It was very, very, very funny. You can't deny the sheer talent of the cast or that of the musical numbers. You just can't do that. It's a really well done musical. Is it offensive? Probably. It's probably offensive, but it's a very good offensive show. If you're able to distinguish the subject matter of the musical from the actual content and the actual musical as a whole, then you probably be able to enjoy it a bit more. But if you can't do that, or if you're very easily offended, then you probably shouldn't see the Book of Mormon. If you are offended, yeah. If you are into political correctness, then probably not. If swearing really grind to gears, don't see the Book of Mormon. But if you're not into the stereotypical musicals, if you are into something that you want a bit of a laugh, if you're into dark humour, for example, you'll definitely really love the Book of Mormon. So yeah, that's my review of the Book of Mormon. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm actually doing an internship next week, so I don't have a show planned to see. Sad times. But knowing me, I will still end up in a theatre somewhere, somehow. Where there's a will, there's a way. So until then, see you soon. Hasadikba ibawai, hasadikba ibawai, hasadikba ibawai, hasadika ibawai. Turn it off like a light switch. Turn it off, boom, like a light switch. Bum, bum.